The 5 rock bands that defined a generation. If you were born by 71, the Eagles opening our list. We have the masters of smooth, harmonious melodies. The Eagles. Formed in Los Angeles in 1971, the band became synonymous with country rock. The classic lineup included drummer and vocalist Don Henley, guitarist and vocalist Glenn Frey, guitarist Bernie Leadon, and bassist Randy Meisner. Later, with the addition of Joe Walsh and Timothy B. Schmidt, they reached an unmatched level of virtuosity. Their songs, like Hotel California and Take It Easy, are true pillars of rock radio. 2. Creedence Clearwater Revival. Next up, the band that captured the spirit of the American South. Even though they were from California, Creedence Clearwater Revival, or just CEC, formed in the late 60s by John Fogerty, Tom Fogerty, Stu Cook, and Doug Clifford. They brought a unique sound, blending rock, blues, and country. John Fogerty's raspy and unmistakable voice became the band's trademark. Creedence was a true hit-making machine. Proud Mary, Bad Moon Rising, Have You Ever Seen the Rain, and Fortunate Son are just some of the classics they released in a short amount of time. 3. The Rolling Stones. Now, let us talk about one of the longest-running and most iconic bands of all time. The Rolling Stones. Formed in 1962 in London, the band of Mick Jagger and Keith Richards is the personification of rock and roll in its purest, most rebellious form, with hits like I Can't Get No Satisfaction, Paint It Black, and Sympathy for the Devil. They built an unparalleled musical catalog. A fun fact, the iconic tongue logo was created for a tour poster in 1970, inspired by Mick Jagger's mouth and the Hindu goddess Kali, and has become one of the most recognized symbols in music worldwide. The Stones have never ended and seem to have no intention of doing so. For Led Zeppelin, it's time for the gods of heavy rock. Led Zeppelin, formed in 1968, also in London. This band was composed of 4 legends: guitarist Jimmy Page, vocalist Robert Plant, bassist and keyboardist John Paul Jones, and drummer John Bonham. They blended hard rock, blues, and folk into a grandiose and powerful sound that would define heavy metal and progressive rock. It's no exaggeration to say that Led Zeppelin changed the history of music. Stairway to Heaven is considered one of the greatest songs of all time, a true musical odyssey. Whole Lotta Love and Kashmir are just other examples of the genius and sonic experimentation they brought. The band tragically came to an end in 1980 after the death of John Bonham. They attempted a few sporadic reunions over the years, with Bonham's son Jason on drums, but always maintained that they would never be the same without the original drummer. 5. Pink Floyd. To close our list, the band that took us to another dimension. Pink Floyd. Formed in London in the 60s. The band started with Syd Barrett and later gained its most iconic lineup with guitarist David Gilmour, bassist Roger Waters, keyboardist Richard Wright, and drummer Nick Mason. Pink Floyd was much more than music. It was a visual and sonic experience. They stood out for their progressive and psychedelic rock, creating complex and unforgettable concept albums.